like to call the July 13th, 2023 call board meeting to order at 4:35 p.m. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Since we have somebody on the phone, all in favor say aye.
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 The agenda is approved. And the next item is the FY24 budget presentation.
Since we met last, we did have two changes to the budget. I think Dr. Thomas has spoken to you about at least one of them. We did have a request to add $12,000 to Pickens Junior High School from the new principal to address some math textbook issues. We had added $5,000 already, but he wanted to do a little more enhanced issue with one of the classes, so we do ask that you consider that request. It is incorporated in the numbers you see here. The other item that was included is a classified communications person. It is incorporated in here already. One other change we made is after some discussion about one of the people in the central office and their job description, we just moved them from Fund 2800 to Fund 2500. It kind of has some history there about how it got created, but by the definition of what she's doing now, she needed to be moved to business services, so we did that. Other than that, everything's the same. Do y'all have questions?
I do not.
Do not?
We covered pretty much everything in our previous budget meeting.
Just to share a little bit of information, it is about a 5.2% increase from our amended 23 budget. It did take into consideration the increase for the year is from basically two things. The state increase in certified plus the local increase that you approved for certified staff from 10% to 11%, and then the 3.5% increase for classified staff, the leadership schedule, the schedules you've already approved, and then of course the state health increases that came through for certified and classified. Our operating money actually went down just a little bit. So most of this expense is just salary and benefits. It's from people. So we did not add staff. Even adding this position back, we reduced more than we added back. So we're still at a negative from the prior year. So, I mean, it's straight up salary and benefits expense this year. So,
You need to pay your people. So.
That's right. And that's what we've been saying for a couple of years. So that's good. We did what we said, and so we're real pleased with the presentation for you tonight. And that kind of sums it up. We've talked about it quite a bit.
Can we see the bottom line on
Ms. White? General fund, the anticipated expenditure total for our budget would be $55,333,679. I will bring up too, our estimated revenues, because we don't have a digest. I did estimate those tax revenues that we anticipate. I did it very conservatively at this point. It would, if that number holds true, cause us to have a deficit that we might need to hit our fund balance. So when we get the digest, we will actually ask for an amendment to this tentative approval to put the actual number that we will earn from property tax in the proper place, so that we are transparent with the public about how much our revenue is, whether it's more or less. We anticipate it should be more, but we're anxiously awaiting the digest to see.
So, bottom line, the fund balance estimated for June 30th, which is really past now. So I assume that number's pretty accurate. That's what's in the general fund.
Keep in mind that number can change by the property tax collections that come in for the remainder of July and the entire month of August. I have estimated based on collection over the past few years.
Gotcha.
It has been a little bit slow lately. So I did a conservative estimate. For July and August, I was anticipating about $200,000 from property tax. We could get significantly more. I don't think we would get significantly less. we don't drive that function, so
Right.
we do have to guess. We do have, railroad equipment tax payment has not come in, it's usually somewhere around $18,000 to $20,000. We have a Tabit payment that we did receive that was around, I believe it was either 225 or 227, 227,000. We have outstanding state, grant money that hasn't come in, that was, I believe, 62,000. That changes, it can change by the day on that one. It's about $620,000 that we are anticipating that should come in. That will be added, to our fund balance, but I considered those things when I put this number in. So it could, when you get
Based
the
on your
final.
conservative estimate.
Conservative estimate.
Gotcha.
That word will always be coming in there at this point.
Okay.
But I'm running fund balance every day, so
Looks good to me.
I think we're in a good place.
I think we're in a great place.
I'll be able to get a playground out of
But that's all I have.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to open the floor to public comment on the FY '24 proposal, or proposed dividend.
You get them all?
And as much as there is no comment at this time, I would like to make a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent.
So,
Do I have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I,
We are adjourned to executive session at 4:42. Motion was made by Joe Wigginton and seconded by Sue Finley to come out of executive session at 5:47 p.m. The vote was 5-0. No other action was taken. Do I hear a motion to approve the executive session minutes as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Lau, do I hear a second?
Second.
Ms. Gibson. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 And the motion carries. At this time, I will make a motion to adjourn this meeting. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Mr. Wigginton. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 We are adjourned at 5:51 p.m. We will begin the regular monthly meeting at 6 p.m.